GM everyone, Stranger Things back again with the second edition of our NFT scam series. Now, if you aren't familiar, there's already a part 1 available, so make sure to check that out. If you haven't, pause this video, watch that one, and then come back here. Now, in this video, I'm going to be covering very recent scams that the NFT community just became aware of. So even if you think you are very well informed, no harm staying around just to be extra sure, right? So I'll be covering a few scams today, and without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Number 1 on our list is what I call the iCloud breach. So, okay, to be fair, this isn't really a scam. It's more of a security vulnerability that all Apple device users should be aware of. Now, the reason why it's first on this list is because of the credibility, as this is shared by the official MetaMask Twitter account. Essentially, to all my Apple device users, iCloud backup for app data includes your password encrypted MetaMask vault. So if your iCloud credentials get compromised, people can essentially phish them and hack you of all the funds and assets in your MetaMask wallet. Now, to get around this, you can either disable your iCloud backups entirely or specifically for MetaMask through the settings toggle on your Apple device. Moving on to number 2. We have MetaMask signature scams. Now, this basically pays off the fear of trying to trick users into signing away your valuable assets. Before continuing, shout out to OXCreed on Twitter for describing this scam and letting me use it on this video. I'll try to summarize it quickly, and if you want the full details, you can always just go straight to OXCreed's tweet in the description below. Basically, if you think your MetaMask wallet might be compromised because you signed or approved or connected to a non-trustworthy website, you can use services like revoke.cash to revoke those permissions by the third-party websites on your MetaMask wallets, as the name suggests. The scenario though is that we have scam artists seemingly warning users about OpenSea vulnerabilities and directing users to fake versions of popular safeguard websites like revoke.cash, which I just described. On these fake websites that look very similar to the original, the website scans for the most favored NFTs to steal, which are typically the blue chip NFTs, and prompts you to revoke your OpenSea permissions to those assets, when in fact, you are approving transfer for those NFTs to the hackers' wallets. Now, to prevent this, just make sure you have the official revoke.cash website bookmarked on your browser, or refer to Etherscan if you are ever suspicious of any OpenSea vulnerabilities. Before we move on to the next scam, if you are liking the content so far, do help me out by supporting this channel by clicking the thumbs up button below this video. It takes me a great deal of effort to research content and prepare this info, so your thumbs up will really go a long way. Alright, if we're all good, let's move on to number 3, which I call the airdrop scam. You typically see this when there are NFTs transferred to multiple famous collectors such as Gary Vee, Frank Z, and which all originate from the same wallet address. In actual fact, when the history info on OpenSea says that the NFT transaction was a transfer, that doesn't always mean that the influencers purchased the NFTs on their own. Someone might have just given it to them to make their project look more impressive than it is. So the scam here is really just making the project look more popular and more hyped than it really deserves, which may eventually lead to pump and dumps or rug pulls. And on this note, I just want to highlight a very recent variant of such an airdrop trick that scammers are using very recently with the ApeCoin fiasco that's been going on the past few weeks. Now, ApeCoin is actually the governance token for the ape ecosystem, which is most commonly known for the Bored Apes NFT collection. And holding ApeCoin allows you to participate in ApeCoin DAO, which the Ape project team is planning to use for games, merchandise, events, and services in the future. Now, since Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the most highly reputed NFT collections to date, with multiple celebrity endorsements and media coverage, it's no wonder that ApeCoin has been the subject of many scams recently. The scam here, as highlighted by OXCreed once again, is that people are receiving airdrops of fake wrapped ApeCoin and directed to phishing sites, perhaps to claim their stake of ApeCoin or unwrap it. It might sound silly now, who would believe this stuff, but a reply on that Twitter thread also noted that users have been scammed of several high caliber NFTs from collections such as Doodles, Azuki, the very recently hyped Moonbirds collection, and so on. So as you can see, it's painful to watch these victim testimonials, and there's always going to be new scams popping out every week in the crypto and NFT space in general. So I just like to conclude with 2 very generic best practices which should apply if you are someone new to the space or even if you are a seasoned trader or investor in all things that are crypto related. So my simple advice number one is to get a cold wallet like Trezor or Ledger if you have a sizable chunk of your investment portfolio in your crypto. Even crypto exchanges are getting hacked nowadays, so there shouldn't be any excuses. Please take control of your own security and financial future. I feel that this cannot be preached enough. And simple advice number two is no matter what info you receive online, be it an actual solicited scam such as the ones I just showed, or a scam advisory just like this video, always cross-reference and verify your sources. Never ever act on impulse. Now I could elaborate more on my tips, but that could be a video for a later time. I just really wanted to make sure this video wasn't too long and wanted to keep it simple to understand and remember for now. The whole crypto space and NFTs I always talk about may seem daunting with so many dangers lying about, but it also can be hugely rewarding precisely because of the blue ocean untapped potential. Now, as with many things in life, entering the unknown is always uncomfortable at the start, but experience builds proficiency, and personally it took me a year of research to really build my confidence and conviction in this area, making my first NFT purchase. So if anything, don't rush into anything you don't understand. Go at your own timing, but at the same time, being open-minded is all I can say. Fortune favors the bold, so make what you will of that info. Last but not least, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.